Welcome back to Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life. It is time for our final round, a round we call More or Less. In this round, we have two sets of clues for each team. In a set of clues, 3 clues are available. After the first clue, if a team decides to answer, it's worth 30 points. 30 if they get it right, 30 off if they get it wrong. However, they could take a second clue, and that drops the points value down to 20. 20 if they get it right, 20 off if they get it wrong. A third and final clue is even available. That drops the points value down to 10. 10 if you get it right, 10 off if you get it wrong. Now, if you answer both sets of clues at the 30-point value, we give you a 25-point bonus. So there is the possibility to gain 85 points in this round, but there's also the possibility to lose 60 points in this round. So some big point swings are a possibility here. Up first is our team from McGuffey High School. And McGuffey, we are going to start your first set of clues with the clue at the 30-point value. DNA in this organelle is inherited maternally and is the subject of the hypothesis named for Eve. What is this organelle for 30 points, or would you like to take a second clue for 20?
We'll go with the second hint.
For 20 points, this organelle, whose matrix is bounded by its inner membrane, is the subject of endosymbiotic theory along with the chloroplast. Would you like to answer for 20 points or take a third clue for 10?
Nucleus.
That is a great guess, but we were looking for the mitochondrion or the mitochondria on that one, but you were definitely on the right track there. Unfortunately, we can't take that answer. Next up, these animals were placed in a box and shocked in experiments by Martin Seligman that demonstrated learned helplessness. Would you like to answer for 30 or take a second clue for 20?
Monkeys.
Monkeys? Another great guess, and I appreciate the strategy that you were using there, but this one was dogs we were looking for. Unfortunately, we had to drop 50 points off your score, and that ends you for the day with 160 points. It was a pleasure having you here on the show today, McGuffey. Up next is our team from Grove City High School, and Grove City, here we go with your first set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. This author wrote about Aylmer's reaction to a certain feature of Georgiana in a 1843 story titled The Birthmark. Would you like to give us an answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Could we have the 20-point clue, please?
For 20 points, Satan meets the title character, Young Goodman Brown, in a story by this author, whose most famous novel includes the characters Pearl and Hester Prynne.
Could we have the 10-point, please?
For 10 points, what Massachusetts-based author wrote novels The House of Seven Gables and The Scarlet Letter?
Nathaniel Hawthorne.
That is the correct answer. You just put up 10 more points onto your score. Here's your second set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. This mountain range contains the world's largest salt flat, Salar de Uyuni. Would you like to answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Second clue, please.
For 20 points, cloud forests in this mountain range hid Machu Picchu from Spanish conquistadors. Would you like to answer for 20 or take a third clue for 10?
The Andes Mountains.
The Andes Mountains is correct. So you put up 30 more points onto your score, and that finishes you for the day with 420 points. Very nice showing today, Grove City High School. Ringgold, you are up next, and here is your first set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. This deity appeared as a shower of gold to Danae, resulting in the birth of Perseus. Would you like to tell us who this deity is for 30 points, or would you like to take a second clue for 20?
You have the hint for 20.
For 20 points, after revealing his true form to Semele, this deity sewed his son Dionysus into his thigh. Would you like to tell us who this deity is for 20 points, or take a third clue for 10?
You have 10.
For 10 points, what husband of Hera is the Greek god of thunder?
Zeus.
Zeus is correct. You just added 10 more points to your score. And finally, your second set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. This structure's namesake zone was created by the Hay-Bunau-Varia Treaty. Would you like to answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Do you have the hint for 20?
For 20 points. Control over this structure was given back to its namesake country in Torios Carter treaties. Would you like to answer for 20 points or take a third clue for 10?
Yeah. Do you have the hint for 10?
For 10 points. 3 locks are featured in what waterway that is named for a Central American country and connects the Caribbean Sea with the Pacific Ocean?
Panama Canal.
That is correct. 10 points on the first one, 10 points on the second one. That takes you up to 270 points. Great job today to you. Great job today to McGuffey. But with 420 points on the board, this week's winner is Grove City High School. We will see you later this season in the playoffs. Everyone, this was a great competition from start to finish, and it was a pleasure having you here on the show. And we have another great matchup for you next time on Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life.